Hello guys, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video we are going to be doing a full course on how to successfully start phone accessory business. One, how to do importation and how to source your goods. We are going to be breaking everything down in this video today. So if you are looking at the time of this video, you will see that the duration of this video is very high because we are going to be discussing everything you need to understand before you can succeed in this business. I'm going to be explaining everything from the beginning to the end so that you won't come to the comment section and be asking me, you didn't talk about this, where can I see the video of this, where can I see this and that? Because everything I want to summarize everything in this video. I want to make sure that every angle that is necessary for you to understand about phone accessory business, I'll be talking about it in this video today. So if you are no subscriber, I want to say thank you very much for always supporting this channel. Your presence in this channel have actually been very helpful, and thank you for that. And if you are not a new subscriber, you just come in new. Here is a place we talk about phone accessory. That is what our niche here is all about. So if you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share this video, like, comment. If you have any question, you can use the comment section below and ask your question, because here we are going to be breaking everything down. So today we are going to do a full course on how to set up phone accessory business so that you will understand what it takes to successfully start this business. Everything you need to know about this business, I'm going to be explaining it today. So if you have a biro and a jotter, just get yourself ready and make sure you watch this video from the beginning to the end, because everything I'll be telling you here is not something anyone can, you can even easily hear it in the market. It's not most of the secrets a lot of phone accessory sellers will not tell you. That is, you will hear most majority of them in this video today, because here we are going to share all the knowledge of phone accessory so that in a very simple way, so that you understand what it actually takes to start off and succeed in this business. So first of all, we need to introduce phone accessory business. What is phone accessory business? Phone accessory business is a business that even today a lot of people usually don't understand how powerful the business is. And that is why I always tell people that as long as human beings keep living in this world, as long as we keep using phones, this business will continue to stay with us for till I don't even know, because phone has become part of our life. It has become part of us. Today, every person now, in fact, almost everyone in the world today now have access to mobile, different kind of mobile devices. Even a kid today now, they have access to tablets. Do you know that those tablets still need accessory? So that's why phone accessory is has become one of the basic part of us, because we need to make our phone look good. We need to design our phone. We need to make our phone to look work very smoothly, which no other thing can do it if not phone accessory. Most of the items you need to make your phone to work well, you cannot get it anywhere if not at the phone accessory shop. So that's why phone accessory has become part of our life today. So we need to, that's why I'm introducing I'm introducing the phone accessory. And you understand that whether, no matter the government policy, no matter how harsh, even a war does not stop phone accessory business from thriving, because the business is a different, different kind of type of business entirely. So we need to discuss why phone accessory is a good mine. Yes, because phone accessory today, like I said, it is a good mine. You understand? It's a business that you can start it with a low capital, and if you are very consistent with the business, in a shortest amount of time, you can recover that money and even make extra times profit from that money you invested into it. So it's a business that you can, put in a little capital, and if you are very, very consistent, you are very, very focused with the business, you can make that money in a short, period of time. You understand? So that's what makes full accessory business a very unique one, because every day, uh, 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 new smartphones, new model of phones, in fact, different kind of company. When you go to online store like AliExpress, Jumia, or Temu, you will see different kind of company of phones. Some phones which we are not even using here in Nigeria, you will be hearing different kind of companies. So that's to tell you how advanced technology have gone. Most of these devices you see on TMU, there are some countries you go today, and those companies, in countries you go today, those companies you are seeing on TMU is what they know, and it's what they actually patronize. Like in Nigeria here, or let me say in Africa here, we are mostly used to transient, our phones like Techno, Infinix, and Itel. We are used to this company because, these transient have dominated, almost everywhere in Africa and even some Asian countries. But there are some key places you can go. Like there's a model of phone that is called Jayo. This Jayo now, if you go to India, that's one of the common company that they know in India. You understand? Jayo phone. So the same thing with other places. You understand? So but here like in Nigeria here, if you check the percentage of the population of Nigeria, you see that almost everyone is using a transient company. It's either the person is using a Techno or Infinix or ITL. You understand? So because of the massive production of these items, phone accessory, will be highly needed, because what phone accessory does is that it make our phone to work well. You understand? It makes our phone to work well. That's what phone accessory does. It makes our phone to work well. Like when you buy a new phone now, you need a screen guard, so that when you put a screen guard, like the privacy screen guard that we have now, this privacy guard help us to, you know, um, stay on our limit. When I say, when you are pressing your phone, someone behind you will not be, you know, watching what you are doing in your phone. You see, when most of smartphone they produce today doesn't come with this, doesn't come with privacy screen guard, because we have, when you buy our phone, we have to go to the market and buy this privacy screen guard from phone accessory shop. We have to buy it manually, because not everybody love privacy. If a company has to produce their phone now and add, maybe produce the screen under privacy, there are people who don't like privacy. There are people that want to use their phone normal. So that's why phone produce their phone normal. It is now left for you to go to the accessory shop to buy a privacy screen guard, or if you don't want to buy, you leave it, use it like that. So that is why, the reason why as a phone accessory business have actually come to stay. If you buy a new phone, maybe the charger got burnt or the charger spoiled, you need to buy a new charger. And where can you get it? In a phone accessory shop? Or let me say, you are in a busy environment, you want to call loved one, or you want to call your relative or people that you care about. You need, you just want to, make a call, but you don't want your hand to be in the air. That means you need either an earbud or an earpiece. You understand? Where can you get all these things? At a phone accessory shop. So that is the reason why phone accessory shop have actually come to stay. Whether we like it or not, it has actually come to stay, and the business will continue to be here with us for a very, very long time. So another thing, the reason why phone accessory business is a good mine, is that it is the kind of business you can start with a little capital. You understand? You don't need to have 1 million, 2 million, 100 million before you can set up this business. With as little as 30,000 naira, you can start phone accessory business. Yes, it's possible. Highly possible. With 30,000 naira, you can start this business. But all you need is what? To package yourself well. All you need to what is to know what you are going to sell. Even if you are going to start with even 10,000 naira, you need to know the accessory that you want to buy. And you must have to know where you are going to sell it faster. You understand? So it's a business you can start with a little capital. And if you are very, very consistent with yourself, with the business, you can double that money, triple that money in a short period of time. If you are very, very smart, you know how to, be consistent with the business. I'm telling you, will double that money in a very short period of time. So, another thing again why phone accessory business is a good man is the high profit margin. It is a business that doesn't have a market control price. They doesn't have a market control price. That's why you go to one shop, you will hear a different price. You go to another shop, you'll be hearing a different price. The same charger, but different prices. You understand? Someone will add so much money, another shop will reduce the money, another shop will put the price in between what the first person tell you and what the second person. The price does not have a market control, and that is why people make quite a lot of money from it. All you need in this business is to know how to convince your customer. Yes, because if you know how to convince your customer very well, you can make triple of what you buy a particular item. You can buy a charger of even 2,000 naira and sell it at a rate of 10,000. It's possible. All you need to do is to know how to convince your customer. So it's a business that have a very high margin, but I'll be explaining more, you understand. All these things, terms and conditions are applied. Let me just use terms and conditions. Before you make all these huge profit, terms and conditions are applied. And as you keep watching the video, you understand why I say terms and conditions are applied. Because there are some things you need to do before you can actually be grabbing this, huge profit margin that I just mentioned. So another reason why phone accessory business is a good man is that it is a fast, moving item. Phone accessory business is a fast moving item. Because let me tell you, do you know that almost every day people took their phone to either to fix or to buy one accessory or the other. One, screen guard used to break. This screen guard is a glass. We all know that. And a slight mistake can cause it to break. So once it breaks, what the next thing the user have to do is to go and do a replacement. Where do they go? Phone accessory shop. So you see, so it is a fast moving item because most of the most of these accessories are not guaranteed. You understand? That is the reason why even in the hardware sector, they usually say 50-50. It's either a work or it doesn't work. That is the reason why they say so, because anything phone does not have guarantee. Let me just say the obvious truth, doesn't have guarantee. If you can buy a screen guard today and before you can even get home, it might mistakenly from your hand, and once you reach ground, it will break. It might not even just break only the screen guard, but even affect your screen. So that's why the phone accessory delay. But every day, people come for all these things. People come for all these minor things. Charger get born. Maybe you buy a charger, you just go home, you plug it. There is a high voltage or high current. The charger will get born. You have to come back and get another one. You buy earpiece, maybe you try to drag it from your sibling, it got caught, you need another one. Sometimes you might be driving, putting on earbud, and it might fell off from your ear, maybe a car match it and it damaged. So you need to buy a new one. So that's why the business is a fast moving item business. It's a business that you can buy something today and within seconds you must have sold them, because people need phone accessories to make their phone work. A lot of people don't have money to buy a brand new phone, so they will prefer to buy the parts and fix the one they have. So another thing that makes the phone accessory business a good man is that you can join the business with other business. Yes, you can join phone accessory business with POS, You can join phone accessory business with, different small related tech, business like selling cameras, selling fan, selling even TV, selling all these small tech uh, items. You can join it together and it will rhyme and it will go. You know, there are people who are selling phone accessory business and they are selling MP3, they are selling small phone, they are selling TV. Some are even selling electronic items in their very shop, and it goes well. That's one thing about it. It's not a provision that you have to base, in social kind of thing. It's a business that you can join it with other business and everything will move. So now, uh, we want to talk about, types of phone accessory. Now let's talk about type of phone accessory in the market. You know, what we are talking about here is what to sell. So we are going to break it into categories, because first category we have the fast selling items. Then second category is medium size product. Then the third category is specialized parts. Then we also have branded items. So these are the categories. Now we'll be taking it one after the other so that you will know the types of phone accessory business or you want to venture into, because not just everything, especially when your capital is not that much. When your capital is not that much, you should know the type of phone accessory item you should buy. You understand? That's when you don't have much capital to start off business. So not everything phone accessory you should just go to the market and start buying. Some you will spend your money buying them, but you will not see you will not even see customer. Number one, your money will be hanged. Maybe you buy the thing too expensive and maybe three items at the shop of so big. You are just hanging maybe three items. These items are very expensive. To get a customer to buy them is a problem and your money just hangs. So that's why we'll be listing the types of uh, phone accessory businesses, and these are the categories of them. So for the fast selling small items, now this is the most basic items about phone accessories. The basic one. We are talking about the chargers. We are talking about the cables, Type-C. We are talking about the screen guard. We are talking about the phone cases. We are talking about the USB fans, LED bulbs. You understand? So these are the small fast selling small items. So charger, as we know it, charger is part of phone accessory items which people need them almost every day. People need it almost every day. Uh, Apart from the phone, the charger, you see that almost every day people come to, ask, you know, ask, request for these things. You go to hold up, you see most people selling phone accessory, like those people that are used to hang on hold up. You see that when a car stop, most time what they usually ask is, do you have a charger? Or especially car charger. Do you have charger? Do you have the Because charger is part of us. We need to charge our phone. We need to keep our phone alive. Without charger, our phone will be dead. So we need our phone to be alive all the time. And what help our phone to stay alive is charger, because you can't plug your phone directly to the electricity plug. The phone will go damage. You need a charger, and charger is something that can damage at its own way. High current, high voltage, things like that. They usually spoil charger, and people need to replace it as soon as possible because they need their phone to carry out one activities or the other. You understand? So that is for charger. We have earbud, earpiece. Earbud, earpiece is not have been talking a lot about this item. Earbud and earpiece. People want to make call. People want to listen to music. Someone saw the news on the internet. You don't want to, disturb the people around. You want to put the earpiece or earbud so that only him or her can listen to that very particular news. What they need this earbud or earpiece. So earbud and earpiece, they are one of the fastest selling, phone accessory items in the market, and these items get damaged. Do you know someone have bought an earbud, put in ear, he was on a bike, you understand, due to the speeding of the bike man, the thing fell off, a car match it. What do the person need? The person have to go back to buy another because he knows how important these earbuds are to him or her. You understand? So these are just why phone accessory business is very, very, very important. It is very, very important you consider venturing into the business. It's very, very important. So all these things we are still in introduction because I will still go to I will explain. In fact, just stay with me in this video because I want to take it one after the other so that you understand everything before we go to the main uh, 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 topic, which is how to successfully start this phone accessibility. So I'm just telling you the reason why you should venture in video. Like we have screen protectors. That's another fast selling item. Screen protector, yes. Every day our phone mistakenly fall from my hand, or someone hit it, or something hit it, or anything can happen. The screen guard, your screen protector will be broken because it's a glass. Even your key, you might put in your bag and your key might just hit it and it will break. So you need to replace another one. If you don't do that, your screen might get damaged. So that's why a lot of time people need to request for this phone screen guard because people need screen guard on their phone. They need their phone to be protected, in case of mistakenly falling off, things like that. So another thing again is what phone case. People need to personalize their phone. People want their phone to look flashy and classy, especially for ladies. They love design. They love something that will, make their phone to look unique. They love flowerish, all these things. So once you are buying all these cases, all these modified pieces, all these cases that look very, very tangible, very, very classic, that's what most ladies prefer. But for men, any case is case, you understand? But as soon as the case got damaged, people still need to buy another one because case usually damage. It used to tear, it used to fade off. Once it fade, you want to, people want to look for the latest one that is selling in the market to buy and cover their phone. So we have the USB, like USB, USB gets spoiled. At some point, USB, even if it don't spoil, the power might start decreasing because this USB, you see, they have some small, small tiny resistors and diode that is helping the cable to charge your phone faster. So once all these electronic components on the table start getting weak, you will see that sometimes you plug your phone, it will take several hours before you can get a good percentage of charge on your phone because most of these electronic components on the table have be weak, they are weak. So that is for cables and LED cables as well. So people buy all these items on daily basis. So I'm just trying to tell you the types. So these are, so if you are starting this business and you don't have much capital, these items that I just listed now, one, we have the chargers, we have the earbud or earpiece, we have cables, we have screen protectors, phone case, USB fans, and LED cables. So these items are the fast moving item, but only for the medium people who want to go into the business but they don't have much capital. These are the items you should focus on. You understand? Because with this item, you can sell this business at anywhere. You can hawk it in the hold up. You can use a small table. You can get a wheelbarrow and set your business on it and start hawking with it. So that's one thing about these fast moving items. Now let's go to the medium size product. When you go to medium sized product, that is when you have extra money because most of these medium sized products they are a bit more expensive. You understand? Unlike the fast selling small item. Fast small selling item is the item that you can buy, you can use 100,000 and buy it. When you put it in your shop will be full. be extremely full. Like cable, you know that cable is not that too expensive, but when you buy it more, when someone came to your shop, they will assume that yes, you are doing well because they will see your shop looking very big, very, very massive. You understand? Because of this cable, you have helped your shop, repackage your shop, making your shop to look as if you have reached the final stage. So that is for fast selling items. So that medium size product we are talking about, the number one on this medium size product is what? Power bank. Yes, power bank, because power bank is kind of expensive. That's why we have to put in the middle. It's a kind of a bit of expensive. So if you are starting a business, you don't have much money, and you say you want to buy more of this item and keep in your shop, you might buy power bank and keep it in your shop. And the problem is that before you might get somebody that will buy it, maybe you must have start feeling the, regretting yourself, because not when you buy only power bank and keep your shop, not every day people usually come to buy this power bank. People usually come to buy it, but you can't compare it with charger, earpiece, screen guard, and the rest, because this one is a basic item that people need to for their phone to work. You understand? So, but for power bank, not always people come to ask for this item. You have power bank, we have a Bluetooth speakers like MP3. You understand? So if you are starting using it and you don't have much capital, you don't need to go into buying all these items like MP3. When your business has started growing very well, that's when you can venture into buying speakers and MP3s, MP3 books and speakers. The another one is smartwatches. We all know smartwatches. You can If you are starting business and you don't have much capital, you don't need to buy smartwatches, because most smartwatches, they are very, very tiny, but they are very expensive. You understand? So how many of them are you going to buy? The money you are going to use to buy two smartwatches or three smartwatches and keep it in your shop, if people will not even can buy several cables that will make your shop to look big. The money you need to buy these smartwatches will buy cable or earpiece that will make your shop to look extremely big, that when people passing by look into your shop, they say, "Kai, this young man is doing well," because of what? Your shop will look extremely massive. But when you venture into buying all this smartphone, you see that your shop is rich. Yes, because you have items that are very expensive, but people who are passing by will be looking at your shop as an empty shop, not knowing that the items that are there can even, buy a lot of things. So you don't need to go to all these items like power bank, Bluetooth speaker, and smartwatches, because these items, they are the medium-sized product. It's only when you have started doing well. I'm talking of those who don't have much capital. Is when you have started growing, your business has started growing, and you have succeeded in securing a very good location. That's when you can start buying all these medium-sized products. You understand? Or if you have huge money you want to set up business, then you can join it with those fast selling small items. You can join them together if you have the money. But I'm focusing on those who are starting this business but don't hasn't have much capital to start the business. But if you have the capacity, you can buy all these things I just listed here. Those both the medium and the small item, you can buy them at the same time and start selling. So it is just your pocket. So another thing we are going to talk about, the another category we are going to talk about is specialized parts. You understand? Specialized parts. So this one has to do with hardware, majority hardware, because hardware items still sell in the market. We have like the flex cables, but these specialized parts, they are called specialized because not everyone can sell this thing. Before you deal on this specialized part, you must get a knowledge. Unlike normal phone accessory, you can just start it, then at times you learn. But when you want to go for specialized part, you need to go to a formal knowledge, formal training to understand how, understand it, because this specialized have to do with numbers. It has to do with phone numbers, and not just phone number, phone model numbers and the rest. because you can't know some of them if you don't know the particular model number of the phone you want to put it. Unlike phone I say like screen guard, that you can have a universal screen guard that the screen guard can work in different kind of phones. Like a Spark 5 screen guard, you can work in several phones, several smartphones. So we have specialized parts, the flex, uh, like Samsung flex, like charging port flex. All these things, they are hardware items. We have another one. Um, um, We have another one, the phone batteries. You understand? So all these ones, if you are starting the business, you don't need to go into all these ones because they are specialized on like charging ports. If you are not close to engineer that can, who knows how to fix all these items, you cannot be able to sell them and succeed. And like camera lenses, all these things. So it's not something you should just venture. It is something you should have a formal knowledge on how to sell them. So we are still coming up on how to actually set up the right. I'm just giving you the reason and the types of phone accessory. We are still on the type of phone accessory, which I'm still explaining now. We are still going to the main reason, because everything I'm telling you here is very, very important, because when we go to the main topic, which is how to set up video, you will understand that most of what I'm explaining now, you will still need this information. That's why I'm listing everything one after the other. Then we have the last category, which is the branded items. Like we have the Oraimo, itel, Tecno, and Samsung original parts. You understand? These are the categories, because Oraimo have different they have upgraded, from just producing earbud and chargers. They have gone into producing a lot of things like power bank. I'm talking of 60 to 100 milliampere power bank. You understand? So all these one are mega phone accessory items. There are some power bank or any power bank that is as expensive as even 200,000, 150,000. Do you know that with that 150,000 you use to buy this power bank, you can use it to stock your shop in such a way that people will think you have made it in life. Because of what? 150,000, when you go to small items, you can buy plenty of small items, and that one after you are going to use it to buy one power bank. You understand? So you see how, but you can do this, you can sell all these things if you have the capital. But if you don't have the capital, you can leave them. But as soon as your business starts growing, you start buying all this, because people will begin to ask for it. Now, let's get to the main business, which is how to start an accessory business. We'll continue this topic. We'll continue tomorrow, from here. So how to start an accessory business, I'm going to continue this very topic tomorrow. So I'm gonna see you guys. Bye bye for now. Hello guys, and welcome back again. So like I said, now we are going to enter the main discussion, which is what? How to start phone accessory business. So how to start phone accessory business, there are a lot of things you need to consider, which I'm going to be breaking it part by part. You understand? So first and foremost is that you need to define your budget. That is first and foremost. You need to define your budget. How do you want to start this business? Is it small? Is it medium? Is it big? So everything is in your capacity, how you want to budget, the way you want to start the business. So uh, how do you, like when we talk of small capital, we are talking of at a moment when you don't have much money to set up this business. Maybe what you have is less than 100k. Like if you check my video, someone have asked me that is into charging of phones, but you want to attach it with phone accessory business. I told him that even with 50K, 100K is enough for you to start this business with it. All you need to do is to know those basic items that you are going to buy. You understand? So now, small capital. If you want to start this money, small capital, start the business with small capital, like from 100,000 naira and below. Yes, it's very, very okay. You can start the business with 100K. All you have to do is to know those basic items that you are going to buy. Just like I answered the person that asked that question. Like for 100,000 naira, you need to buy the basic item, which I think I explained it earlier, like chargers. You see chargers, you see cable. In fact, what you need to buy more if your budget is not that is cables, because cable sell very, very fast. Cable sell very, very fast. So you should focus more on buy more of cables, then buy earpiece or earpiece, yes, then buy screen guard and chargers. I think these four items, they are the most basic. In fact, they are one of the phone accessory items that people actually ask for them almost on daily basis. People come to buy them almost every day. So you can either buy these four items. That if you are starting the business with at least with 100,000 and below, you should go for this item. And the ones you are going to buy more is the cable, because why cable? Cable sell faster, and one, it will make your shop to look more bigger. It will make your shop to look more filled. When someone is passing by your location, looking at your shop, you say, this guy is doing well, because the cable will make your shop to look very, very big. You understand? So some people don't feel like checking other things like that. But once they see that there are so many cables in front of them, they will know that, oh yes, this place is phone accessory shop, because that is what even tell people that this is the kind of business that is going on in this place. You understand? So that is for starting the business with low capital, like from 100,000 and below. Now, if you want to do the medium capital budget, like you want to maybe let's say from 500K and below, yes, from 500K and below, then you need to buy some major a basic item like power bank. Yes, you need to at least budget like 200,000 naira to purchase different variety of power bank and MP3. Maybe you can buy MP3 of like maybe 80,000. They use the rest to buy power bank. Then you should budget like 100,000 to buy like more of chargers. You understand? We all know the brand of charger that is trending in Nigeria, the company that we are very, very familiar with, like Itel, Itel charger, Infinix, Oraimo, Flick, New Age, Asus, and the rest. So these are one of the chargers that Nigerians are familiar with, because there are some chargers that you buy you will not sell because people don't know those their companies. You understand? So you need to buy those companies that Nigeria are aware of. You understand? Like if you go to many online stores now, you will see different kind of company, charger. You understand? But even if you are going to buy them, then you have to be ready to convince your customers, because you need to tell them the reason why that charger is good. You understand? So even you can still buy those companies, but you have to do a lot of work, because you need to explain to your customer that this charger is good. Maybe you have tried it before and it will really work well for you. So once someone, 2 or 3 people have buy it and they had a good experience, they will start recommending it. Even if their friends want to come to your shop, to come to want to buy them, they will recommend, oh, go and buy this. I bought it and it served me well. So you can try it. So that's how most of these companies you see today, that's how they make their name. Oraimo today is through people who have used them, have good experience. They keep recommending it, but it's unfortunate that as time goes on, people were, making a copy of Oraimo product that is affecting the company negatively presently, because when you go to market and they give you Oraimo charger, you don't even know which one to trust. Because they will say this is the original, this is the original, you'll be confused. And at the end of the day, maybe you might buy the one that is not the original, and where you will be laying your fault is to Oraimo, forgetting that someone must have gone to a different company and made a copy of that very particular product. So that is what is killing a company like Oraimo today. So, but without that, you know, getting a very good charger that will serve people well, is very, 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 very good. You understand? Because it makes people to recommend, those companies and even come back to buy them. So that is for medium capital we are still talking about. So in medium capital, you need to buy more of those chargers, like I said. You understand? You need to buy more of chargers. Your shop needs to look good. Now, inside the 500,000, since in your small capital you are budgeting 50,000 to buy cable, then you have to budget like 150,000 to buy different kinds of cable. You need to budget 150,000 because you need to have much more cables in your shop, because cable, you see, it is a banner on its own. Because once people see cable, they will know that yes, this shop, this is what is happening in this shop. That's why almost all the phone accessory shop you go today, you will see different kind of cables. Some of them might have even stayed there more than a year. They have not sold them, but they are still serving a purpose, because they are the items that are telling people that this shop is phone accessory shop. You understand? So you need to buy more of cable, especially those ones that are not on leather, those ones that you can just hang them. You understand? Not those ones that are sealed on the leather. You need to buy those ones that are hang. You hang them different colors, because that what tell people that yes, this shop, this is what is happening in that very shop. You understand? So that is for medium capital. Then large capital, we are talking of 1 million and above. This is the major budget. So because forget, some people have the money. You understand? Some people have access to. If you have access to fund like up to 1 million and you want to venture into this business, then you should go for almost everything. But if you are going for almost everything, you need to know how to do package. You need to know how to arrange your shop. That is one thing about it. Like if you are going for 1 million and above, you need to buy almost everything. And if you have the capacity or the money, you need to get a very big shop. Then you have to divide your shop into segments. You need to divide your shop into segments. You need to have a segment for like power bank. You need to have a segment for MP3. You need to have a segment for ring light, because all these things, they are the major um, uh, uh, phone accessory items. You understand? Then you have a segment for those basic items like chargers, screen guard, uh, cables, and so on and so forth. You understand? So this is for the large cap, someone who want to go into this business, because most of all these items, they sell very well. Like if you are buying a power bank, the power bank sells very well. But if you are starting small, you don't need to buy them. Yes, because sometimes if your shop is not packaged well, or if your where you are sitting is not packaged well, you understand? People will hardly buy power. Power bank is not something people buy on the street. Or let me say your shop is just so small that you just put a power bank there. A customer will come and he will pass your shop to go and buy it in a bigger shop. The shop that you see that has big. That's one thing about power bank. So not you can't just, if you are starting with something of 100,000, you don't need to start with power bank, because once you put power bank, the people will not buy it. Even if some customer are interested to buy, but they will feel like maybe what you are selling is not original. They will feel like you go to the main shop where they can see different variety of phone accessory items. So that's one thing about this business. So that's why when you are starting in medium or you are starting small, you need to focus on those basic ones like charger screen. And this one is something that anybody can buy it anywhere. You understand? Anybody can just, someone from office can just drop from a bike or car and then, change this screen guard for me. Or give me charger, we buy, or give me all these small ones. But someone from one office cannot just turn and see on the road and just say, okay, I want to buy a power bank because you feel like what you are selling there might be fake. You understand? So that is just the logic. So you need to start small, then as soon as you start growing, then you can start buying all these major phone accessory items. So that is for large capital. And large capital, you need to get a good shop that can contain most of these items, because when you start buying items like ring light, ring light, all these tripod and the rest, because these are also phone accessory items and people need them. You understand? There are people are into content creation now, like YouTubing, all these online stuff, and online stuff require all these things. So it's very important that you get a very good space that can contain all these items. That is for large capital. That is, we are still talking about budget. You need to, know your budget. If you are starting with 100,000, this is what you are supposed to buy. If you are starting with the medium, this is where you are things you are supposed to buy. Then if you are starting in a large way, this is what you are supposed to buy. You understand? If you are starting in a small way, you just face only the basic things, charger, earpiece, screen guard, cables, and the rest. Then for medium, power bank, MP3, all these all these small things like hanger, all these hanger that used to hold phone for people to record. Then if you are going for a larger thing, that's where you can even sell a wholesale. We can make look a very big space, buy enough phone accessory items, buy all these power bank, tripod, the rest, and arrange them in segment by segment. People will come because once people know that yes, this is the main place where they can get so and so thing, they will come and they will patronize you. So now, the our step 2 on how to start this business step by step. Number 1 is you need to choose your business method. You need to choose your business method. It's still part of on the defining the capital that we explained earlier. You need to choose your business method. Do you want to start a business in a shop? Do you want to start a business in a kiosk? Do you want to start a business in home selling or online only? Maybe you just want to buy them, stay at home and start marketing them online, or you want to combine all of them. You understand? So when we say a shop, that's when we talk about the because phone accessory business needs either a shop or a kiosk. You understand? That is, if you are situating the business in a very busy environment, you need to look for a kiosk or a shop. So what are your expectations? Do you need a shop for the business or a kiosk? Or you want to just uh, stay at home and sell, or you want to base only online? Because some people stay at home and sell. All I have to do is to advertise maybe within people around them. So let's start with a shop. Shop is very important. Shop is very important in phone accessibility because it gives customers the confidence that even if they buy an item from you, they can always come back to that shop to either complain or to even buy more if they need another one. But if you are someone that is maybe carrying the item on your head to hawk around, or maybe you arrange them in a wheelbarrow to hawk around the neighborhood or in the market, some people don't actually get that kind of trust in buying from them, in buying if you don't have a place where you are situated. You understand? So people don't have that confidence and trust to buy from this kind of method. If you are walking around yourself, having a permanent place where people know you with. You understand? So a lot of people feel that confident that when you have a shop, they can always come there Even when they have a complaint, they can come there. Even when they don't have a complaint, they want to buy more, they always come there and meet you in that village. That's one thing about shop. Shop build trust. You build good relationship between you and your customers. So kiosk is still same thing like container. You see the same thing. Container and shop, they are still like they are still moving in the same way. So if you don't have money to rent a shop, you can get a kiosk. You understand? You can get a small kiosk. You understand? All you have to do is just to get a very good location where people are passing always, where phone buying people are are passing always. Because not all location is good for this business. We will still come to that. Not all location is good for phone accessories. So you need to look for a location where people, people who are in that environment are phone buying or phone accessory buying people. Because you can might situate your business in an environment where people don't usually use phone in that area. So this kind of places you hardly sell because you need to situate your business in where people are buying. So if you're just situated in a place where people are buying phones, buying smartphones and the rest, then definitely phone accessory will go well in that environment. So if you are situated in business in a kiosk, because if you are both the shop and kiosk, that matters most is location. You need to look for a good location if you are going to apply this, follow these two methods. You need to look for a good location so that your business will not be stagnant. You will not feel like maybe there is no gain on the business. You understand? Because at a time when you start, depression might even come in, especially if your business is not in a good location. You might start feeling like, are you sure what I'm saying on this channel is even true or not? Because you are not feeling it. You are not feeling the making money aspect I've been shouting on this channel. But the truth is, there is a lot of profit in this business. But the most important thing is getting a good location. And that's why we always recommend you going to GSM Village. Going to the GSM Village where this phone, where accessories are being sold. If you can get a location, a shop in this GSM Village, you will sell more. No matter where you are, you will sell more. Because people know that that very environment is where phone accessory business is happening. So now let's go for home selling. A lot of people sell phone accessory from home. Yes, a lot of people sell phone accessory. It do happen, although it's not too common in Nigeria here, but it still happens because when you buy chargers, you buy screen guard. Like if you have a formal idea about the phone accessory business, you can buy some of all these things, keep them at home. If you are in an environment where say people need these things very well, you can tell people around, oh, this, I sell that. So, you can even post on WhatsApp, this is what I sell. So if you need any of them, just call me. I will come and, bring them or fix them for you. People do that and it works. It works for a lot of people. They stay at home and they advertise this business and people buy. So you can even stay at home and do the business. All the thing that matter is what being in that environment where people are buying them. You understand? Because not just any environment you can go and buy this and keep it at home and thinking that people will come. No. There are some environments, estates where people use smartphone regularly, streets where people are always on smartphone. You can stay at home, buy these things, just tell your friend that I have this, and this. So that anybody that is screen guard break or in charge of point, you can just come to your house and say, oh, I need so and so. But if you know what you are going to buy, just buy only major basic one that people will always come to buy. But you can't just buy power bank and start selling. Not everybody will feel like coming to your house to come and say, oh yeah, give me this or give me that. So another one is what online only. Because some people buy this item, buy major phone accessory item and stay at home and still sell. They are in their home. All they do is what they control everything online. They control every business online. Most of all these advertisements that pops up on Facebook, most of all on Facebook, TikTok, and even on Instagram, sometimes you see a pop-up of a particular phone accessory item where maybe a woman or a man is talking about how he bought this thing, most of it is at home. And some of these guys, they don't have a shop, they are just at home. They just make this advertising video, posting them online. So if you need them, all you have to do is just to place an order. They can either deliver it to you, but they are at home, they don't have a shop. So that's how online things. So and people are still making money from it. Yes, people are still making money from it. So if you are going to do online only, then just get ready to know how to do talk and advertise the business, promote them online, promote them on Facebook, promote them on Instagram, promote them on TikTok, you can even promote them on YouTube. So that is online only. A lot of people do it and it's working out for them well. So another one is what? Combination. Some people might combine all these things I just said. They sell at home, they sell online, and they have a shop. You understand? They have a shop and they are still making it. Some combine all these things and it's working out very, very well for them. You understand? So that is how it is. It will work out for them very, 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 very well. So that is choosing your business method. We just finished talking about choosing your business method. So you can either do it individually if you don't have the strength, or you can combine all of them together. You can even buy them, keep some of them at home. When you come back home, you do an ad promotion, you promote them online, you promote them, people do that, and you still have your shop. You can even attach the location of your shop on the video. So that is just the business. No, now we have finished talking about choosing a business, because now we are talking about defining your budget. That's the first one. We talk about choosing your business method. Now let's talk about small beginner package. Let's talk about small beginner package. So one, phone accessory business is just like every other business we see or people keep doing. So before you venture into this business, we are to be sincere with ourselves. You need to go and grab some basic knowledge about the business. You don't necessarily have to go to someone's shop and sit and say you want to learn. You can learn it online. You can learn how to do this business online. You need to learn have some basic knowledge about phone accessories. You can go online and learn all these things. You can go to Gigi. There are phone accessory section on Gigi. You can go there, be grabbing some ideas, names, numbers, model, all these things and that. You understand? You need to know the basic knowledge. You understand? Not when they ask you, I need a screen guard for Infinite 504. You'll be asking which screen is which car. You'll be confused because of what you don't have basic knowledge. But when they say Infinite so and so, you already know. Even if you don't have the screen guard that will, that is for that phone, you will know the one that can do the work of the screen guard for that phone, the one that can be universal, that can work. You need to get more knowledge. You don't need to actually go and start learning the business like going to the shop, because phone accessory business is one of the easiest business you can do it. You can just stay at home and learn how to do it. You don't have to, because what's there is just to know, I bought this item at this price, I'm selling it at so price. Phone accessory doesn't have a price control. It doesn't have a market price control where you say that, oh, if you go to so place, they sell something 2,000, you go here, you see it at the rate of 2,000. You might see something of the same item 2,000 here and go to another place and see it for 3,500 or even 4,000. So phone accessory business doesn't have, just to know how much you buy it from your supplier, from your source. You understand? If you know. So another way to understand this knowledge is to have a record. Have a record of all the items. When you go to market to source your goods, endeavor to jot down the names and prices of all the items that you are buying. This will also give you the idea to know, like when someone says so, you can just check your record to know what the person is. When someone mentions a phone to you, you can just check through the record to see the type of phone the person is talking about. So, and again, is what knowing original and fake. This one is very important. You need to know that in phone accessory business, there are several fake and original items. You need to know how to differentiate the two. Even when they give you two Oraimo charger, one is fake and one is original, you need to know which is original and which is fake. Cable, the same thing. You need to know which is original. Memory card, the same thing. You understand? You need to know which is original and which is fake. So that when you are selling items to people, you should know that this one I'm selling to this person is not the original. If it's something you want to be sincere with them, you can tell them that this very particular item is not original. That if you don't have money to buy this very particular which is original, because most times the original are more expensive than the fake one. The fake ones are always cheaper. That's what differentiates them. So even if you are going to sell a fake item to your customer, endeavor to educate them, endeavor to let them know that this item you are about to buy is not original. But if you don't have the money, you can still buy them. You understand? So all these things I'm saying, I hope you are jotting everything down, because it's very, very important. All this I'm saying here is very important, and it is what will guide you. And it is something no one will tell you. Nobody will tell you. You understand? So I'm just freely telling you all these things because that is what phone accessory is all about. So you need to know the original and fake, and avoid buying fake items. Buying fake items sometimes is good, because some instances, not all customers have the money or capacity to buy original. So I just want to manage. Maybe just give me something. Let me just manage for the meantime. Then when I have the money, I can now buy the original. It do happen, but always let the customer know and have the basic knowledge about fake and original items. Now, another thing is knowing voltage and watt. Yes, because charger now have upgraded. Let's take charger for example. Charger has upgraded. We now have 45 watts. We now have 60 watts. Now have up to above 100 watts of chargers now in the market. You need to have basic knowledge about this watt, because sometimes when people come, they always consider this watt. You understand? And you know the funny part, this watt sometimes, it can be confusing, because even a fake charger can have the highest watt capacity, but the output it's giving out is not up to that what is written on the carton. So that is where I explain knowing fake and original. But still on that, you need to know the difference between you need to know watt, voltage, and the ampere, that is the current coming out from the charger. A lot of people consider all these things, so you need to have a basic knowledge about this voltage, watt, and current, amperes, all this and that. So having basic knowledge about them, then choosing a profitable product. Not all phone accessory sell. You can get some accessory, you can buy them and you not make so much gain from them, but some you can buy them and make a very huge profit from them. You understand? So that is the difference. So you need to know which of these items are you going to buy, that you can buy at a very cheaper rate and sell them at a high rate. You understand? So you need to have all this kind of basic knowledge, so that when you go to source your goods, you know the type of goods you are going to focus more on, because those ones are the ones that are going to fetch you much more money on this business. Now, we are going to step 5, which is setting up your selling channel. We need to set up your selling. You need to know how to set up your selling channel, which is, where do you want to mostly advertise your business, or where do you want to go and source your business, source your customers. There are a lot of customers scattered all over the world. Some people now don't want to even come out from their home saying they want to go and buy it. They go online to browse whatever they need, and once they see them, they call the seller, and the seller might just take a ride and deliver it to their doorstep. So you need to join this bandwagon, because tech is upgrading every day. Every day tech is upgrading, and as it's upgrading, people are also getting aligned with this adjustment. So Some people don't like to come to your shop to come and stand and see. They will just call you, I need something. They can fund both your trip going and coming back. So you need to know, where do you want to start selling some of these, advertising some of these items. Is it through WhatsApp? Is it through Facebook? Is it through gg.ng? Is it through TikTok or physical shop, like we said earlier? You understand? Some people are at home making huge amount of money. Some people are at home making huge amount of money, but what they do is what they advertise their product from their home. They stay at their home and they advertise their product. They don't need to actually get a physical shop, because nowadays things are very, very expensive. Getting a shop set is very expensive. So some people even buy all these items, stay at home, market them online, post them on Facebook, post them on WhatsApp status, promote them on gg.ng. You understand? And people will call, people will order, and they will go and deliver. And that is it. So it's just to have a basic knowledge and knowing where you want to sort of, because there are so many customers scattered all over the internet. It's just for you to do what is necessary, choose the best, choose how to source your customers, and you are good to go, because tech is something people mostly research them online. People go online to get them, you understand? So that is it. Now, let's talk about where to import your goods or buy in wholesale. So we are still talking about how to set up phone accessory. So now we have come to the part of where to source your phone accessory items. Maybe you have already have the budget, you are getting a good location, you have already choosing where you want to sell this item from. Now, where are you going to get these items? That is the next topic we are going to discuss now. And I think I've talked about this really before, but I will still have to repeat it again here. If you take through my channel, you will see that I've talked about sourcing your goods in phone accessories, and I'm going to repeat it here for clarity's sake. Now, we have different channels where you can source your goods. We have different categories, different channels you can source your goods. If you are in Nigeria, anywhere in Nigeria or anywhere here in Africa, you understand? So number one is that you can source your goods locally in Nigeria wholesale, or you can buy them in in international source. You understand? So when we are talking about Nigeria, like here in Nigeria, the only general market where you can source your phone accessory item, that's the number one where you can source your phone accessory item, is here, Alaba International Market or Computer Village in Lagos. But Alaba International Market is number one, because Alaba Market deals directly from the overseas. Most of the goods coming to Alaba International Market doesn't even used to get or seal. You understand what I mean? Like, once Alaba International Market is a market where once a good arrive from China, sometimes they don't even use to open the goods to know what is inside. They will just from there, they will distribute it across all the states in Nigeria. So you see, so Alaba market is one of the best place to go and source your goods. But before you do that, I want you to also check from my channel. I've been talking a lot how how you can navigate yourself if you want to go to visit Alaba International Market to buy your goods. I've talked about this video, but I will still give you some little hints. So Alaba International Market, before you start buying your goods from there, you need to study the environment of that place. You need to know the customer where you are going to buy your goods from, because there are so many sellers, so many dealers at Alaba International Market. Their numbers are online. Sometimes people don't need to share them, but there are some trusted people you can contact. They will be the ones to guide you throughout the business. They will be the ones to guide you, even if you have never visited Lagos State before. They will guide you because they know that you are bringing business. So it's no longer like before. So all these guys, they will guide you, they will be the one to do everything for you. So when you come there, you meet them, you transact, then if it's in a large quantity, they will source a cargo, a trailer that will going to send the goods for you from Lagos down to where you are situated anywhere in Nigeria, or even in other part of Africa. So Computer Village remains the biggest phone tech market in Nigeria, followed by Kano GSM Village, Onitsha Market, and Abuja GSM Village. But most goods you can find in Abuja GSM Village are goods that are sourced from Alaba. In fact, almost all every other GSM Village in Nigeria source their goods from Alaba International. Just a few people import directly from China or Dubai or from UK. But most phone accessories, baby phone accessories, always pass through Alaba International Market before coming down to any other adjacent village we have in Nigeria. So that is knowing where to source your goods. So if you want to source your goods, you need to follow these places I just mentioned. Number one is, if you have the capacity, you go to Alaba International Market and buy. We are talking of within Nigeria here. We have not gone to international. So for Nigeria only, you can go to Alaba International Market, to source your goods if you have the financial capacity to visit there. Is very, very good, because you are all the items you are going to buy there. You are going to buy there extra less than what you are buying in any adjacent place closer to you that is not Alaba International Market, because most people in those adjacent places buy their goods from Alaba International. So if you cannot be able to buy them in Alaba International Market, you can still also buy from Kano GSM, like I said earlier. You can buy it from Kano GSM. Kano GSM, they also have a good pricing. Their prices are still okay, because most of the goods they sell is directly from China. But just like I said, in Alaba International Market, some goods will just come in from abroad. They don't even need to open them. They send them out just like that. Like some container, they will not even open the container to know what is inside. They just have to, transport the container to all the states. So most of these containers come directly to Kano, because Kano itself is a very big market. You understand? Kano is a very big market. So a lot of sellers there do buy their things from China, but as a tradition, because most of these containers came through all these big ships. So once they arrive Lagos, they have to, do the necessary thing, then begin to transport them. So most of the goods they sell in Kano still have one of the best prices. So if you can be able to go to Kano and buy such a good, it is still very, very okay. It is still very, very okay, because Kano also have one of the best prices. Then if you cannot do it, you have Onitsha Market. Onitsha Market is also good. People go to Onitsha. People even travel all far from different states to go to Onitsha to source their phone accessory items, because Onitsha also have good pricing when it comes to wholesale. If you want to buy a wholesale, they have their price, they are very, very good. Then Abuja as well. So, but Abuja, not just anyhow Abuja. You need to know the Abuja, like some suburb of Abuja. Some suburb of Abuja have good pricing. You understand? But when you are going deeper into the Abuja, due to um, uh, high living condition, and how shop are very expensive, most pricing you see in that Abuja might not be too good for you, because a lot of people are, a lot of dealers, they are adding a lot of markup to cover up their running cost expenses, because shop you can get in Abuja, if you go to other states, the price might be lesser. You understand? So they are adding a lot of markup in their goods to meet up with the cost of living in Abuja. So that's the one thing about Abuja. Now, let's talk about international sources. If you want to source your goods internationally, it's very, very good. All you need to know is to know the right channel to follow. Now, we have AliExpress. I have the link below the video. So if you want to buy your goods from AliExpress, AliExpress offer one of the best seamless pricing when it comes to buying in wholesale of phone accessory items. You understand? AliExpress is good, is very, very good, because once you go to AliExpress, you'll be seeing, like when you go to your normal market and see prices of from phone accessory items and go to AliExpress, you see that the price is way cheaper, especially if you are buying in bulk. Because when people only find it very difficult is when you are buying one item on AliExpress, you see that the price will be high. But when you are buying one or two, you see that the price will be cheap. So if you are buying them because you want to sell them, you will get it at a cheaper rate. But if you are buying only one, maybe just your screen break, you just want to buy a screen, you might buy the screen very expensive. But if you are buying it more, they will give you a discount. That's one thing about AliExpress. No, and we have a for the international this thing, we have a Alibaba. We have Alibaba is also one of the platform where people buy their phone accessory, where you can buy your phone accessory in wholesale. This platform gives very low discount when it comes to phone accessory items. Then we have the 1688. In fact, 1688 is my recommendation. If you have a way of sourcing your goods from 1688, in fact, do it. But the only challenge is that 1688, there is nothing like an English. They don't speak English in that platform. So it's purely Chinese. It's purely Chinese platform. So before you source your goods there, you need to look out for an agent that can be able to solve it. But there are so many agents in Nigeria, and you can contact. They can help you to source your goods from 1688. So this agent will be the one to help you get the item that you need, price it for you, and then arrange it in a cargo and send it to you, export it to you to import it to Nigeria here. You understand? So the thing is one of the best platforms if you want to buy your goods internationally, because they give the their prices there are very, very way cheaper than any other international platform. Then we have the Temu app, and we have the DHgate. All these platforms, they are very, very good. But when honestly speaking, to be sincere with ourselves, among all these international platforms, 1688 is the best. But the only thing is just knowing an agent who can help you source your goods on that platform, because that platform offers the seamless pricing when it comes to electronic and phone accessory items. So how do you want to ship your goods? That is another thing we also have to talk about. How do you want to ship your goods? Is it through cargo? Is it through air freight? Is it through agent shipping? Is it through direct door to door? You understand? So this how do you want to ship? Is it through plane? Because sometimes if you want to ship your goods through plane, it is more faster but more expensive. But when you are doing it through ship, it is more cheaper, but it takes time. A good can take up to 1 month or even 2 months to arrive, from abroad or from China to Nigeria. So you just have to know how are you going to, or what kind of goods, because some goods you need to use a plane to import them, because if these goods are very, very vital, very, very necessary, very, very important that people are buying them and they are buying it well. You can import some good that you can just use ship to import them, because of what maybe you have some of them in your shop which you are still selling, but you just want to add up, you understand, things like that. So you just have to know your way. They know how you want to get your goods right to the location where you are located. Now let's bring now let's talk how to sell faster. You understand? So this is the marketing technique. You understand? So when you have already imported your goods have arrived, source your goods maybe through internationally or through locally, like buying them from adjacent links that are around you, or you buy them online or 1588. Now, how do you sell fast? Most people don't know how to make use of WhatsApp. They think WhatsApp is all about posting funny items. No, you can use WhatsApp to get customer, and in fact, how to sell faster. You need to know how to post regularly on WhatsApp statuses. You need to know how to post very, very well. You understand? And you need to learn how to do small demo. That's just the thing. People don't know how to do demonstration. You need to bring 2 or 3 things that you have a smartphone. You can stay at home, do a small demonstration with item, and begin to post all these items on TikTok. You understand? Because people love to watch, to see what they are buying. You understand? When are doing this demonstration, make sure you always put in your location and your phone number so that people can be able to reach out to you. You understand? So putting a demonstration and making small video and posting on WhatsApp status all the time will help you to attract more and more customers that will come and buy, because most of all these items you see, people need them on daily basis. Some people need them, but they are still contemplating when to go and buy them. But when they see you are posting them online, they will directly contact you and ask you maybe how much, and things like that. So you can arrange and learn how to arrange your product neatly. If your business is in a market or in a kiosk or in a shop, learn how to make your shop look very, very attractive. Just like I said earlier, when you buy more cable, at the back of your shop, arrange it well, make sure that everything are put in the right place where they're supposed to be. Make sure that all the products are visibly arranged in such a way that anyone passing by, anyone that came to your shop can be able to see them. Arrange everything very neatly. And then another thing is what? If you are selling original items, learn to be giving a warranty. So if you sell original items, learn to be giving warranty. It builds trust between you and your customer. Because when you are giving people warranty, like maybe when it's spoil, you can change them. Because original items do very, very much expensive. And because of that, people don't want to just buy an item and maybe 1 day, 2 days, the item have gone or destroyed. So you need to be at least have some sympathetic this thing on your customer. Let them know that yes, you actually really care. So when you are giving a warranty on some of these items, people will give people the trust to be rushing to your shop to buy them, not to come and buy and spoil it, but because they know that yes, you are very, very very understanding, and you understand, you have sympathy on the customer. You know everything that you have to be picking quarrel and picking fight with your customer. Sometimes you have to think that business is all about sometimes you gain, sometimes you lose. So another thing is what, make a combo package. You can arrange, in your WhatsApp app, you can arrange charger, screen guard, earpiece in one particular box and sell them as combo. All these things, it will make you, and maybe you lessen the price. So another thing is what, offering delivery. You can deliver to people that are very closer to you within your area. If they we are going to talk about some of the mistake a lot of people, who venture into this business usually make. Some of the common mistake, or should I say, yeah, some mistakes that a lot of people used to make in this business, and which you should actually avoid, especially if you are starting this business for the first time. So one of the mistakes is what, buying only a cheap quality item. You understand? We know that when you buy cheap quality item, it can fill up your shop, but it is still very, very wrong, because when you start your business with cheap item, if people complain about it, they will never come back to buy from you again. If people buy an item from you and they didn't have good satisfaction with that product, they will never come back to your shop. So you should know the kind of product you should buy. Even if you have to buy cheap item, make sure that you mix it up with original, so that when someone comes to your shop, you can be able to differentiate between the two. If the person wishes to buy the fake one, it is his choice, not that you did not advise him. Yeah, you have already talked to the person, the customer, but he is the one that wishes to buy the fake one. Maybe due to you don't have much money, but you shouldn't just buy only fake items. It kills your business. Another thing is again, um, uh, not checking item before selling. This thing usually bring fight among sellers and customers. You understand? Each time a customer buy an item, you should try as much as possible to test run it to make sure that the item which they are buying from you is working. Because sometimes people will buy an item, but when they go home or go to start using them, they discover that the item is already gone, or is already gone, or is not working, or is damaged. So all these things used to make people have a distrust, to where some sellers are. That's why you see sometimes when they come back, they want to buy another thing, they will never come to your shop because they believe that you are not, you are not being reliable, you are not being very sincere to them. So another thing again is what? Not promoting your business online. You need to start promoting your items online. You understand? All these things, when every time we keep talking online, people don't know how to harness it. You think, because people are always coming to your shop, coming to your where you are selling your business, you think that's just it. No, you need to learn how to promote your business online, whatever it is. You don't know who is actually interested in it. A lot of people are actually interested in so many things. You understand? But due to internet, people go on internet to browse their wants. You understand? You need to learn how to promote your business. To start learn how to do some demo videos and be posting them on TikTok. And you understand? Post them on TikTok, or if you have the money, how much? Like 2,000 is enough to promote them on Facebook so that they can reach a wider audience. So that promotion is very important. You need to learn how to promote your items on social media. Create a Facebook account, create TikTok account, create Instagram account, create even YouTube account if possible. Because all these platforms are where you just have to go and advertise your business so that you can reach a wider audience. So another thing is what? Selling without learning the basics. If you keep selling item and you don't have much idea on it, you know, when you sell an item and someone goes to and the person goes to another shop, the person, the new phone accessory will be advising them that whoever sold this item to you doesn't have idea about this product. You understand? So things like that usually happen. Especially when it has to do with something that has to do with damage, when you fix something that is not for the phone, you need to have a basic idea. That's just the thing. So when you fix something that is not for the phone, when the person takes that phone to another person, the new person will castigate your job, castigate your business, will castigate everything that you did, even though you have a good intention. So it's one of the mistakes a lot of people do. So if you watch this video from the beginning, I say that one of the things you need to know about this business sometimes you have the common knowledge about the business. You need to learn some common knowledge, some numbers, some model numbers, all this and that. So that when you are familiar with it, when people come, they need a particular thing, you will know how to handle the situation. Now, how to grow your business. You understand? How to grow your business. Let's talk about how to grow the business. So if you have gotten, where to sell, avoided some of the mistakes. Now, how do you grow it? Because you can't just call it be selling only charger, earpiece all the time. You need to grow. So how do you grow? You need to start, adding new product to your business. You understand? If you have started the business and you have moved on maybe to some extent, you need to start adding some other products that are very, very necessary. Even though you are not going to sell them immediately, but at least they should be there because someone who need it might actually come when you least expect and will demand for like power bank. You might not sell the power bank today, you might not sell it tomorrow, but you will see all of a sudden someone will come and even buy like 3 or 4 at the same time. So that's how the business is. So you need to add new product. Then what? Add repairs. If possible, if your business is situated outside GSM, look for somebody that can fix phone very well and attach the person in front of your shop, attach the person somewhere around your shop, and start, buying phone parts, so that all these things, they are just the strategy, to grow in this business. Just some common strategy you apply, and you grow very, very well in this business. Because when you attach repairing on where you are situated, you see that more customer will be coming, and that will be generating more money for you. Now, another thing is what? Add importation. You can start doing importation. Then another thing again, open for more selling channel, like WhatsApp. We keep saying it, go WhatsApp, sell your things there. Thousands of people are in need of items. Thousands of people phones get spoiled every day, get damaged every day. So they need to replace them, or to bring the phone back to normal. You understand? Then creating a branded packaging. You understand? Your business needs to have a name. You need to create a very unique name. This thing will help you to grow your business. You need to, like in my small video, I've talked about it. You need to have a unique name that when people come to where you are, in an environment where you say you are, they can be able to call your name, and people will be able to know you by that name. They can be able to say, okay, go and so place. You need to have a name rather than just go here, go here. No, you have a unique name that people can be able to know you with that name. So that when people come, they need your services, and they need someone, maybe a stranger, they can be able to ask with your name. And the person will just say, okay, look at the person's shop there. So you need to have a name, you understand? So, and lastly but not the least, you can become a supplier in your area. Even if you have grown very well, all those small sellers who are just coming up, you can become their dealer. Start supplying them, supplying phone accessories to them. Become the major marketer in your neighborhood. All those small ones, that they are just coming up. You can give them a discount and begin to supply for them. This way you will grow in this business. Now let's now let's go to now my final verdict on this whole thing. I think at this juncture we have learned so much. We started the video, and I think we have touched almost every aspect of this day. We have talked about how to grow, mistakes, where to do importation, both in Nigeria and internationally. A lot of things, how to promote your business, how to get a good location. I think we have touched almost every part. Each one you didn't understand, you can also rewatch this video, get a thing to pick up some of the key notes that we talked about. So if you are going to set up this business, you need to actually know that this business is just like every other business. You have to be both financially and emotionally fit. You understand? And each time you want to set up this business, you need to think about the location where you are going to situate the business. Location matters a lot. Capital is not even a problem, because if you get a bad location, if you fill the shop with items, you will not sell, and you will feel like maybe you just wasted your money. But you can start with 20,000. If you have a good location, you see that your business will be, and within a short period of time, you will become very big. The business will grow very well for you because of what you are in a good location. And if you are situating the business, always look out for environment where people that are living in that place are phone accessories buying, human being, people, or just people. Because if you situate your business in a busy environment, and most people there are not phone buying people, it will become very, very difficult for you to survive in the business. So it is very, very important that when you are sitting there, you need to carry out a thorough research. You need to carry out a thorough know how. You need to understand where you are going to stay, the environment, what kind of phone people are using there, what kind of accessories should you start in this environment, and it will sell for you very well. So all these things are things you need to put into consideration before starting this business. I think we have come so far, and at this juncture, I want to thank all of you for keeping it, because this channel is not about helping out. Most of all these things I just listed, it's not something some engineer with some phone accessory seller will even come out to tell you. But I'm telling you this because I just want you to grow in this business. I've been doing this business for almost more than 15 years, and I thank God because I know what I've achieved in the business. So I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Even if you are not the one who wants to establish, you have someone who have the passion to establish this video, you can share this video to them. You can download it, you can share it for them. You can recommend them to come to this channel and subscribe to this channel, because here we teach how to become wealthy through fun ancestry business. So I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye bye for now. So we are going to talk about some of the mistakes a lot of people, who venture into this business usually make. Some of the common mistakes, or should I say, yeah, some mistakes that a lot of people used to make in this business, and which you should actually avoid, especially if you are starting this business for the first time. So one of the mistakes is what? Buying only a cheap quality item. You understand? We know that when you buy cheap quality item, it can fill up your shop, but it is still very, very wrong, because when you start your business with cheap item, if people complain about it, they will never come back to buy from you again. If people buy an item from you and they didn't have good satisfaction with that product, they will never come back to your shop. So you should know the kind of product you should buy. Even if you have to buy cheap item, make sure that you mix it up with original. So that when someone comes to your shop, you can be able to differentiate between the two. If the person wishes to buy the fake one, it is his choice, not that you did not advise him. Yeah, you have already talked to the person, the customer, but he is the one that wishes to buy the fake one. Maybe due to you don't have much money, but you shouldn't just buy only fake items. It kills your business. Another thing is, again, um not checking item before selling. This thing usually bring fight among sellers and customers. You understand? Each time a customer buy an item, you should try as much as possible to test run it to make sure that the item which they are buying from you is working. Because sometimes people will buy an item, but when they go home or go to start using them, they discover that the item is already gone, or is already gone, or is not working, or is damaged. So all these things used to make people have a distrust, to where some sellers are. That's why you see sometimes when they come back, they want to buy another thing, they will never come to your shop, because they believe that you are not, you are not being reliable, you are not being very sincere to them. So another thing again is what? Not promoting your business online. You need to start promoting your items online. You understand? All these things, when every time we keep talking online, people don't know how to harness it. You think, because people are always coming to your shop, coming to your where you are selling your business, you think that's just it. No, you need to learn how to promote your business online, whatever it is. You don't know who is actually interested in it. A lot of people are actually interested in so many things. You understand? But due to internet, people go on internet to browse their wants. You understand? You need to learn how to promote your business. Learn how to do some demo videos and be posting them on TikTok. And you understand? Post them on TikTok, or if you have the money, how much? Like 2,000 is enough to promote them on Facebook, so that they can reach a wider audience. So that promotion is very important. You need to learn how to promote your items on social media. Create an Facebook account, create TikTok account, create Instagram account, create even YouTube account if possible, because all these platforms are where you just have to go and advertise your business, so that you can reach a wider audience. So another thing is what? Selling without learning the basics. If you keep selling item and you don't have much idea on it, when you sell an item and someone goes to and the person goes to another shop, the person, the new phone accessory seller will be advising them that whoever sold this item to you doesn't have idea about this product. You understand? So things like that usually happen. If anyone has to do with something that has to do with damage, when you fix something that is not for the phone, you need to have a basic idea. That's just the thing. So when you fix something that is not for the phone, when the person choose that phone to another person, the new person will castigate your job, castigate your business, will castigate everything that you did, even though you have a good intention. So it's one of the mistakes a lot of people. So if you watch this video from the beginning, I say that one of the things you need to know about this business sometimes, you have a common knowledge about the business. You need to learn some common knowledge, some numbers, some model numbers, all this and that. So that when you are familiar with it, when people come, they need a particular thing, you will know how to handle the situation. Now, how to grow your business. You understand? How to grow your business. Let's talk about how to grow the business. So if you have gotten, where to sell, avoided some of the mistakes, now how do you grow it? Because you can't just be selling only charger, earpiece all the time. You need to grow. So how do you grow? You need to start, adding new product to your business. You understand? If you have started a business and you have moved on maybe to some extent, you need to start adding some other products that are very, very necessary. Even though you are not going to sell them immediately, but at least they should be there because someone who need it might actually come when you least expect and will demand for like power bank. You might not sell the power bank today, you might not sell it tomorrow, but you will see all of a sudden someone will come and even buy like 3 or 4 at the same time. So that's how the business is. So you need to add new product. Then what? Add repairs. If possible, if your business is situated outside GSM, look for somebody that can fix phone very well and attach the person in front of your shop, attach the person somewhere around your shop and start buying phone parts so that all these things they are just the strategy to grow in this business. Just some common strategy you apply and you grow very, very well in this business because when you attach repairing on where you are situated, you see that more customer will be coming and that will be generating more money for you. Now another thing is what? Add importation. You can start doing importation. Then another thing again, open for more selling channel like WhatsApp. We keep saying it, go WhatsApp, sell your things there. Thousands of people are in need of items. Thousands of people phones get spoiled every day, get damaged every day, so they need to replace them or to bring the phone back to normal. You understand? Then creating a branded packaging. You understand? Your business needs to have a name. You need to create a very unique name. This thing will help you to grow your business. You need to, like in my former video, I've talked about it. You need to have a unique name that when people come to where you are, in an environment where you say you are, they can be able to call your name and people will be able to know you by that name. They can be able to say, okay, go and so place. You need to have a name rather than just go here, go here. No, you have a unique name that people can be able to know you with that name. So that when people come, they need your services and they need someone, maybe a stranger, they can be able to ask with your name. And the person will just say, okay, look at the person's shop there. So you need to have a name, you understand? So, and lastly but not the least, you can become a supplier in your area. Even if you have grown very well, all those small sellers who are just coming up, you can become their dealer. Start supplying them, supplying phone accessories to them. Become the major marketer in your neighborhood. All those small ones, that they are just coming up. You can give them a discount and begin to supply for them. This way, you will grow in this business. Now, let's now let's go to now my final verdict on this whole thing. I think at this juncture we have learned so much. We started video and I think we have touched almost every aspect of this day. We have talked about how to grow, mistakes, where to do importation, both in Nigeria and internationally. A lot of things, how to promote your business, how to get a good location. I think we have touched almost every part. Each one you didn't understand, you can also rewatch this video, get a pen to pick up some of the key notes that we talked about. So if you are going to set up this business, you need to actually know that this business is just like every other business. You have to be both financially and emotionally fit. You understand? And each time you want to set up this business, you need to think about the location where you are going to situate the business. Location matters a lot. Capital is not even a problem, because if you get a bad location, if you fill the shop with items, you will not sell, and you will feel like maybe you just wasted your money. But you can start with 20,000. If you have a good location, you see that your business will be, and within a short period of time, you will become very big. The business will grow very well for you because of what you are in a good location. And if you are situating the business, always look out for environment where people that are living in that place are phone buying, phone accessory buying, human being, people, or just people. You know, because if you situate your business in a busy environment and most people there don't are not phone buying people, it will become very, very difficult for you to survive in the business. So it is very, very important that when you are sitting there, you need to carry out a thorough research. You need to carry out a thorough know how. You know, you need to understand where you are going to stay there, the environment, what kind of phone people are using there, what kind of accessories should you start in this environment, and it will sell for you very well. So all these things are things you need to put into consideration before starting this business. I think we have come so far, and at this juncture, I want to thank all of you for keeping it, because this channel is not about helping out. Most of all these things I just listed, it's not something some engineer with some phone accessory seller will even come out to tell you. But I'm telling you this because I just want you to grow in this business. I've been doing this business for almost more than 15 years, and I thank God because I know what I've achieved in the business. So I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and like this video. Even if you are not the one who wants to establish, you have someone who have the passion to establish this video, you can share this video to them. You can download it, you can share it for them. You can recommend them to come to this channel and subscribe to this channel, because here we teach how to become wealthy through phone accessory business. So I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye bye for now.